My at Hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated women just like you. Shout out to our brothers also that's in the digital building holding us down today. We're so thankful for your glorious presence, Black family. During this most important time, we are in a holy uprising season, and I am ready to give you your war briefing for today. This is very, very, very important. These are very serious times, family, and I do hope that you are taking this very seriously. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get ready to get into our topic today concerning the latest. You understand what's been taking place with our dear brother, unfortunately, Jacob Blake Jr. But more has happened since then. There have been other deaths in the wake of uprisings and righteous rebellions against this. There have been some other unfortunate happenings, and I want to get into that a little bit here in just a moment. As you come in, please come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. We ask that you do this because it helps to draw other folk into the broadcast. And as citizen journalists, which you help us to participate in the growing and the elevation of our Black voices, you doing that helps us so very much. And for that, we thank you. We're grateful that our show is broadcast and syndicated on other platforms. If you happen to be watching us on one of those other platforms, please like, please follow, please comment, please engage and share. Also, beloved, text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, tonight I am conducting my weekly Wednesday mastermind class. I do my Wednesday night weekly mastermind class where each week I drop a spiritual or a metaphysical principle, and then I elaborate on it, and I'm there to answer. You have access to me there where I'm able to answer your questions in the chat. So if you would like to join that, we still have a special going on for 30 days, for the first 30 days, for $1. If you would like to join, go to clubvicky.com. That's clubvicky.com. Thank you so very much. And finally, this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I am conducting a course on angels. A course on angels. It's going to be a 2-hour intensive. This, let's just call it Divine Summit. It's for those. It's for those individuals that's looking for a life of more purpose and more power. Shout out to you because I said so. I bless your gift 1,000-fold, beloved, and others that are giving. Thank you so very much, dear family. Now let's get ready to get into it. I want to say thank you so much for your patience. On yesterday, you see that we were so rudely interrupted. So I'm going to do my best to keep it shorter today as well. Get on to it so that I can complete some of what I was saying on yesterday. Now, some of the latest that's been going on while these uprisings have been occurring. Thank you all so much for giving us the thumbs up, liking and sharing. Thank you so very much. You understand what took place with our brother, Jacob Blake, this week, right? We discussed that. I showed you the very disturbing video footage of the 7 to 8 shots that police, these race soldiers, it's what they are, shooting him from the back, pulling his shirt, and really in an attempt, what it appeared to be an attempt to murder him execution style. Are you all hearing me today? I want us to discuss this. Shout out to you, Silent D Production. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Indeed, he says, the Honorable Judge Vicki Dillard is here to give us the word in this warfare. Bring the fire on this culprit. Thank you so very much, beloved. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. The latest. What's happened since they murdered our brother? What's happened since the video footage that I showed you of his mother Bless her heart. We show respect to the family, of course. Julia Jackson, who was calling for calm. She was calling for peace. She said to us during the press conference yesterday that if her son had learned of the resistance that was going on, some of the violence, I think is some of the language that she used, that she said that he would not be pleased. I'm paraphrasing. His father also, we learned, came into town, spoke a prayer in Arabic, was very emotional, but made it very, very clear who the issue was and his distrust, who he distrusted in this situation. And I'm going to play a bit of that for you in just a moment. Now, I want to say to you, never take for granted your powerful Black voices that have been on the front line for decades. Those that set the standard for Black media, and not just Black media, Black business, a new Black reality. There are Black folk, Black organizations, dear family, that have been manifesting Black businesses, Black schools, Black self-defense, Black education, Black media, before Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and some of these other social media platforms existed. They were on the front lines. They've been doing this. In addition to the work that they have been doing, I also want to say how pleased I am with our brothers and sisters that have been on the front lines using digital media. All of these different mediums are a route. They're a way to reach you. I want to highlight the necessity of the work that they've been doing and that I've been doing. And our assignments are different. You understand? The reason I want to emphasize the importance of you tuning in to righteous, conscious, the real Black media, somebody talk Black to me, is because we have been dealing with these white supremacist race soldiers before this incident occurred with our brother Jacob Blake. Somebody talk Black to me. We're holding court today. We've been telling you what's been going on openly and privately. We've been giving you the white supremacist game plan and telling you about the urgency of us doing for self, building for self, and loving on each other. Is that right, family? Relying on our own ability to govern ourselves. It's important for you to recognize who was steering you in the right direction before this happened. The reason I'm pointing that out right now is because those that have not been pointing you in this direction, those who are not the true Black media, are those who we consider to be your misleaders and who are complicit in Black murder and in Black destruction, who are instrumental in assisting white supremacists. They are collaborators. I want to point them out during this time and to tell you to be keenly aware. You don't get credit, Black family, because when you go around saying, well, I just listen to everybody, slowness and nothingness is what you are. You're not as effective as you are because you are what you eat. God, today. What do I mean you are what you eat? I'm not just talking about whether or not you're taking your greens and you're eating your asparagus. and drinking your water, which you should be doing all of those things, because we are melanated electric people interconnected to the chlorophyll earth, and the chlorophyll in the earth acts, it functions as the melanin of the earth. So we understand the necessity of black folk. What we eat literally, physically is important too, right? But we understand spiritually. We understand as it relates to word and media, what you consume, who you listen to is important. Some of you are weak because you are listening to the serpent in blackface. And you think you're so important and intelligent. You think you're so unifying because you say, I just listen to everybody's slowness. Olympians are in a class all by themselves because they are disciplined in a way. They eat in such a way. The trajectory of their success is so narrow. They don't vacillate. They're very clear. And when you understand, if you truly believe that we're at war, you need to conduct yourself accordingly. You need to be disciplined in this hour, dear family. You have to say, you know what? I'm going to shut out this and I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to stop doing this and I'm going to do a whole lot of that. You're going to have to discipline yourself. We're not looking for just raggedy old, regular, old kinds of soldiers. I hope your goal is to be the elite. The elite does what not everybody does, what nobody else does. And if you want something that you never had, and for us, that's to win. For us, that's to rule. Then you better do something that you've never done. Now, for those of you who are willfully misunderstanding what I'm saying, for those of you who willfully misunderstand what I'm saying, about not listening to everybody, slowness, I'm discussing those of you who know that some of the folks that you listen to are dogging other black people. You know some of the folks that you're listening to are advocating us to remain in Egypt. Those that are telling us that black folks have no other power outside of the white man's system of voting. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to you for your gift. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. And I'm not the one you need to listen to if you think I'm supposed to be here to just give you high fives. No, baby, Vicki shifts you to where you need to be. And if it's a man that's in my chat talking about it's not fair to say about other people, listen, you better get your moist self up out of here. I'm not talking to you, slowness. Get up out of here. We're at war. Your people are dying. And if you can't perceive that, go on somewhere with other folks that's going to massage you while we're shedding very black blood. Get out of here. I don't have time to coddle you, man. I don't have time to stroke your little soft little ego. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up. Let me give you the latest. I just wanted to do that. This is for the elite. Somebody talk black to me. This is for those that really want to be about the business of building. Now, right now, beloved, I want to read to you right now. I'm going to put a link in the chat. I don't see Not one moderator. Shout out to those of you that are giving. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. That's okay. We're going to make it happen. I'm going to need you, dear family, to have my back today because we're a team. Is that right, family? So right now, I'm going to use my device in my hand. I was going to cue something, but it looks like I'm on my own right now. And I'm getting ready to put something in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the chat. I want you all to copy the chat. Copy that link that I'm putting in the chat right now because that's the news article that I'm going to start reading from right now. Okay? Court is in session, baby. You don't get access to this realm coming up talking weak, all that weakness, baby. There are too many other weak shows, weak networks and stuff. In fact, beloved, I may not be your speed, but thank God for FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com because there are other female voices here that might be your speed. Vicki's not, baby. This is assignment for me. This is a call. I was born for this. And those that I'm called to ain't everybody, baby. Trust me. The army that I'm trying to link up with, we're able to do a whole lot with a whole little. In fact, as soon as we get some of you away from us, we can get the thing done. Somebody talk black to me. See, I'm in alignment with what the God is talking about, what the Supreme Being is talking about. Even the Supreme Being ain't trying to fool with all y'all. Don't forget, he was the one that was trying to get rid of those old schoolers from the children of Israel. And didn't let them make it into the promised land except for 2. Some of you don't understand that there is a necessary division that has to happen first within Black society before we actually manifest the reality of a new world. I've shown you before. I've reminded you before of the principle of the wheat and the tare. It's written, the wheat and the tare. There has to be a necessary division, baby. And it's all right. Let's get to it. Thank you all so much for sharing this link. I'm going to put it back in here again. Every one of you that are giving, thank you. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. Lewis, thank you so much. Forgive me, all of you all that are giving and I haven't called you out. But y'all, we're doing it together today, Black family. Y'all copy this link. Please copy this link. Would you do that? And make sure that you share this show out right now, beloved. I'm going to go back now. Now that can you all see the link that I just posted in the chat? Now I can go back. Now I can go back. All right. To read this disclaimer. And I can give you the update on the latest. Somebody say Holy Uprising. Somebody please put in the chat HU 2020. Holy Uprising 2020. Y'all got Vicki twisted, baby. I'm not your little ratchets online where you get your little high because somebody is using MF and S and MF and B and it's black looking. I ain't that one, baby. You better go sit down. Shout out to you, HP. Bring that fire and smoke, queen. Keep laying down the law of Black God protocol. Thank you, beloved. And I bless your gift 1,000-fold. You're always so very kind and gracious in your giving and your words. Thank you. HU, what does it stand for? Holy Uprising. Is that right? Remember, I keep telling you, Black family, that we're dealing with right now we're dealing with labor for Black folk, right? But the labor and the pain that we're experiencing, beloved, it's birth pains. It's birth pains. We're getting ready to manifest a new reality. And not every Black person is going to make it. For the same reason all of the children of Israel didn't make it into the promised land. We are the children of Israel. The scriptures are speaking about us. The scriptures speak in code. It's talking about us. So don't come up on my show. Don't come in the Vicki show. You need the other queens. There's a lot of other queens, baby. I love Fly Nubian Queen Networks because they got a whole bunch of other different people that might be your speed. I may not be your speed. Might not be your speed. Me swinging my braids, my curly braids, me doing what I do might be too much for you. You're not able to hold this much power. Shift, baby. Shift. It's all right. You can shift. There are so many other queens that might be your speed, beloved. Shout out to them, by the way. Now, let me pull this up. copyright disclaimer under Copyright Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Let me tell you right now that the opinions and thoughts that are expressed here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com may not necessarily be those of the network or our affiliates. They are my own. Again, my show is not only broadcast typically on Fly Nubian Queen, but also other platforms. So I want to be clear, they also may not be the opinions of our affiliate networks as well. Just want to throw out that disclaimer. Now, dear family, shout out to Black media. I said somebody say shout out to Black media. A lot of the footage that you're seeing right now, the truth of the behind the scenes that you're getting, is because of Black media, and it's because of citizen journalists just like you that have captured these race soldiers murdering us, that have captured oppressive tactics, sneaky tactics that mainstream media wouldn't even make known to you. The reason why mainstream media is forced to talk about these things is because online and alternative Black media, we've been making inroads, baby. We're controlling the narrative, and the power in which we're moving right now is starting to take over. It's bleeding. It's infiltrating other areas. It's infiltrating what we're doing, baby, is taking over. So they don't have any choice. So the reason why mainstream media, the way when they do discuss it, right now mainstream media is trying to control the narrative and try to flip the script of what's really happening. So when they show you the footage, they try to dictate to you and give you the play-by-play of what's going on. But see, we're here to give you the truth. Somebody say, thank God for Black media. Somebody say, thank God for Black media. Now let me get ready to get into it. I said all that to say that the video footage that I'm showing you right now comes from Black media. I want you to watch this. This video footage that you're about to see might be disturbing. So if you have children, please get your babies ready. If you yourself might be triggered, just be aware, because I'm getting ready to show you this clip. It says suspected white supremacist. Shout out to our brother Tariq Nasheed. He was one of the first ones to break this. Suspected white supremacist groups, some reports saying these men are affiliated with the Boogaloo Boys, admitting they are working with police to carry out the deadly ambush shootings that happened tonight in Kenosha. Okay, watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna say shout out for Black media. Don't get it twisted, baby. Don't look at us at the side of your eye like we some little nobody, slowness. Somebody say you better thank God. Watch this.
Trap this goddamn bullshit business in, I get it, but you left the city open.
Well, do you know what the cops told us today? They were like, we're going to push them down by you because you can deal with them, and then we're going to leave. See? And then, as soon as they said
the second the shots fired, I had to tell like 6 people it wasn't from here.
Yeah. So, like, we fucking, as soon as they said that bullshit to us, people hurt. Oh, you hurt me.
Did you all hear that?
Goddamn.
Did you all hear that? Now, the video footage itself is blurry, so it's not just my screen, it's the actual video footage. Because this is, like I said, citizen journalism. This is right there on the ground. I want you to look again close. It's a white man who is clearly there and has some kind of connection, it appears, with other white groups that had military-grade weapons. This white man is letting folk know that what the police told them. The police working hand in hand with these armed vigilantes. Watch this. Watch it again, dear family, okay?
Bullshit business in, I get it, but you left the city open.
Well, do you know what the cops told us today? They were like, we're going to push them down by you because you can deal with them, and then we're going to leave.
See?
And then,
did you all hear that? That white man, that's as loud as I can get it, family, because that's how the video sounds. He just said that the cops told them. What did the cops tell you, suspected white supremacists? Because that suspected white supremacist, he knows he's being recorded now. He knows he's being watched. So he's really snitching on the police right now. And now that they're busted, now that we're on the ground capturing stuff, listen to who he's blaming it on.
Bullshit business in, I get it, but you left the city open.
Well, do you know what the cops told us today? They were like, we're going to push them down by you because you can deal with them, and then we're going to leave.
See?
And then,
the cops told them, we're going to push them down by you because you can deal with them, and we're going to believe. We're going to leave. Those of you that are taking forever to come to the conclusion that the police are white supremacists, many of them, and the white supremacists are the police, are you now convinced that they are working hand in hand? Somebody talk black to me. The police specifically told these armed white folk who have connections, who are themselves, many of them, white supremacists and Nazis, that the police told them that. Don't get it twisted. This white man is telling because he's being confronted right now, and he also knows he's being captured. So he's trying to cover his tail. He's letting you know what's going on, black family. So those of you, why am I emphasizing this? Those of you that just wants us to continue to fund the police and to just give the police training. Those of you that thinks it's just about de-escalation training. Those of you that just believe that all you need to do is convince white police officers that we're just like them. No slowness. They're actually plotting this. They planned this. I told you before, we love to brag on white folk who joined the military, right? Shout out to you, Abdul, for your gift, Corey, for your gift. Let me talk black to you. The beloved that just gave $100, I bless your gift 1,000-fold. My other dear brother that just gave, I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Family, come on in, keep giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Listen, I'm emphasizing this because I'm trying to tell you that those who say all the cops need is training, that's a red herring. That is a red herring. It's a trick. I told you before. You know how white folks love to drive around with the American flag? They like to drive around with the Confederate flag. They like to say that they are so patriotic. And you all love to talk about all of the white veterans, military veterans and stuff. I've told you before, I've got military folk in my own family. Let me tell you all something. There are other kinds of soldiers. Our black brothers and sisters that have been martyred, they are soldiers. Some of you who are mothers and fathers, some of you that are teachers, some of you that are business owners that's doing good for your people, you are a type of soldier for the black nation. Mostly America has you signing up your black self to put your black blood on the line so that you can go put yourself on the line for America's white supremacist interest. And most of the time, when black folks are signing up for the military, they're doing it because of career, they're doing it for money, and some of them are really truly patriotic. But a lot of your white folks that sign up, all of them are not signing up because they're patriotic. Many of them sign up, listen, I've told you this many times before, but I've got to remind you of this. Many of them are signing up for the military and police under color of law. Look it up. Under color of law, it's a legal term. Look it up. So that they can, with a badge on them, with the uniform, get away with murder. It's not because they are patriotic. It's because they are bloodshedders and they need the legal space to murder you without consequence. Where can you murder black people? Where can you scratch your itch, your bloodshedding itch? Law enforcement and military. I am not going to give a disclaimer to talk about how not all police officers are bad officers. I'm not going to give a disclaimer to talk about how all of those that are in the military are not bad military folk. What does that even mean? When a lot of the folks that are in law enforcement, they know who the so-called bad apples are, and what do? Do they tell on those who are committing murders, who are lying on their police reports, who are planting drugs on black men and trying to act like they're murdering each other? How is it that all of these black murders are occurring, but they cannot find who the perpetrators are in all of these, in so many of these black murders? If America was really serious about black folk and so-called black on black crime, which we know that's a trick, we know that that's a lie, we know that that is a creation and a phrase that white supremacists came up with. Why is it that your government is the one that got rid of the dope busters who were members of the Nation of Islam that were going into black communities and they were causing the drugs to drastically decrease, crime drastically decreased, but your government defunded them? Why is it that other similar organizations that go in are targeted by the U.S. government and law enforcement agencies if they are serious about stopping black on black crime? Some of the white supremacists who are in the military, some of them who are signing up to be police officers are not doing it slowness because they are patriotic or they quote unquote want to serve their country. They want to serve their murderous itch. And the best way for them to do it and to get away with it is to become a police officer. Is to join the military. The other so-called good officers, they're not telling on the so-called bad officers. They turn a blind eye. They know a whole lot of stuff that they're not saying. So you're guilty either by commission or omission. You get no credit if you are not the one that's not exposing them. You ain't getting no credit. Black family, we're at war. And we have no allies. And I'm afraid I've got some bad news for some of you. Because you refuse to come to this conclusion, we may experience more unnecessary black casualties because you all are bringing into the bosom our open enemies. You are still trying to work with them, to retrain them, to befriend them. And you are the most dangerous to black society because you are the one that opens the door to allow them into black spaces to kill us, to destroy us. And then you pretend, well, we're all the same. They're our brothers and sisters. We have to work together. And really, you're just doing that because you are a coward. Thumbs up, family. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, I want you to watch this other clip. I'm getting ready to show you another clip. On the count of three.
The second the shots fired, I had to tell like 6 people it wasn't from you guys.
On the count of three, I'm going to need you to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We thank you all so much for joining and helping us to grow our platform on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Of course, that's where I am here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. So on the count of three, I want you to do two things. I want you to hit that subscribe button, and then I want you to hit that thumbs up. Are you ready? I'm cueing another video. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I have another video to show you. This next video is a cell phone video that shows Kenosha, Wisconsin police officers in a military vehicle telling armed white militia members that they, quote, appreciate them being there and giving them bottled water, while in the background, cops can be heard ordering protesters to disperse. Now, I need you to pay attention, black folk. The first video I just showed you was what? The first video is an actual suspected white supremacist who told you out of his own mouth that cops told them that they were going to drive the protesters toward them because they know that they can handle them, and then that they were going to get ghosts. They were going to leave. You heard that and you saw him, right? This wasn't no third party. You heard him for yourself, right? Now watch this one. I see y'all giving us a thumbs up, liking and sharing. Don't forget at the bottom of your screen, it's coming up right now, family. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see a share button. Hit copy the share button and then post the copy of the link all over your social media platforms. Email it out, text it out, and let everybody know that the Vicki show is on right now on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Thank you so very much. Why is this important? Because MSNBC is not going to give you this kind of commentary.
Yeah, no laser pointer.
Watch this.
If you can keep people from pointing their guns at the crowd, If you can keep people from pointing their guns at the crowd,
Yeah, no laser pointers either. No laser pointers. They think that's guns too. That's what started most of it. Stay back by the gas station again.
Hey, thank you, guys. Need water? There's gun far right. You need water? We'll throw you one.
Let's get out of here. You're all
Great, let's give you a couple. Thank you. Yes, you. You are a civilian. You're in close to them. You're trespassing. Please.
I hope you're hearing the police telling the other protesters they're trespassing and telling them to leave. Now, remember, did you hear the police just ask them if they needed water? Did you all hear the police telling that they needed asking if they needed water? Y'all keep listening. Thumbs up, family. Don't just watch, family. I need you to engage. It makes a difference when you engage on social media. It's important. Rachel Maddow is not going to tell you this. Don Lemon, but Don Lemonade. Don Lemonade is sitting there expressing how he feels like that some of the protests and stuff that's going on with the protests, Don Lemon is worried about how this is going to affect the folks voting for the Democrats. Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham, you know full well they on Fox News, so they sure don't give a doggone about black folk. It's up to us to keep strengthening and elevating our voices. This is not about just elevating Vicki's individual brand. As you can see, I work with powerful networks because I believe in divine collaboration. I don't try to do stuff on my own. And with me having an autoimmune illness, being medically disabled, it's a blessing that I can collaborate with someone who believes in my voice and that gives me a platform so that I can do what I do with ease and still take care of my body. So when you engage, when you participate, when you like, when you share, when you subscribe, don't say I'm tired of you saying that. That's how we elevate and increase our voice. That's how we allow others to tune in. Now, enough preaching, Vicki. Keep watching and keep listening as you keep giving us the thumbs up, liking and sharing.
We got a couple. We got to save a couple, then we'll give you a couple. We appreciate you guys. We really do.
Did you hear that? We appreciate you guys. We really do. Are you all listening? Do you see how the God, the universe, the ancestors, how they're allowing technology to expose your open enemy? These are things that we would have to continue to convince some of you. If some of us were there in person, you all wouldn't even be convinced. Some of you are still trying to justify what you're seeing and hearing with your own eyes and ears. But do you see how God will expose them? Do you see how we're being assisted? Do you understand that when I tell you it's written in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, what does it say, y'all? Y'all should know this. That the man of lawlessness, the man of sin must first be revealed. The man of sin is being revealed through technology, through our voices, through his action. There are circumstances, there are situations that's forcing him to show you who he really is. Y'all got to understand when the hand of God is at work to help you. He wants you to properly identify this individual because some of you have been calling them your friends, your brothers and sisters in Christ. Some of you all have been putting your hopes and dreams in them, and some of you have been corroborating with them. Thus, you've been complicit in your own undoing because you did not know that there was an individual going about masquerading as a man. They weren't really a true man. They were a kind of a man. Have you ever wondered why in society we have a phrase called mankind? Have you ever wondered why in society that when the white astronaut claimed that he walked on the moon. He said that he was making a giant step. One of the things that he said was what? For mankind. There's a question that was asked many years ago. And that is, listen to me, Black family. Who is the original man? God today. There was a question that was asked many years ago. Who is the original man? Who the original man is matters, because right now we are still seeing an escalation of the war of the gods. You know, when I use the word gods, I'm not talking about the formal name of the creator. God means one with force and power. That means even as a divine feminine, I'm a God. I'm one with force and power. So when you hear me say the God, the supreme God, I'm talking about the supreme force and power. When I'm calling you a God, little g, I'm calling you one with force and power. Do you understand that some of the pushback, the resistance, beloved, I'm giving you the root of the issue. Your little modern Black activists and stuff. The ones that still have little perms and stuff and have little weekend shows and stuff. They're not dealing with the root of white supremacy. If they dealt with the root of white supremacy, they wouldn't have their Manhattan mortgages paid. The issue is who the original man is. The original man is the God man. And that is the Black man and the Black woman of the earth. Why does that matter? Because somebody else has been going about the earth perpetrating a fraud, making you afraid, making you bow to them. And because you've lost sight, Jason born identity, because you have lost sight of your identity. Jason Bourne, if you've seen that movie where Jason Bourne suffered from temporary amnesia, Jason Bourne had a whole bunch of gifts and skills and capacity. Jason Bourne had passports and money. Jason Bourne had resources, but Jason Bourne had amnesia. Jason Bourne didn't know who he was. And then Jason Bourne found out while he had amnesia that somebody was trying to kill him. He did not know why he had all of these powers and gifts and skills. He did not know why people he didn't know was trying to kill him. So to find out why he was as powerful as he was and why these folks were trying to kill him, he had to go on a hunt to find out who he was. Black family, you've been out of your mind. The reason they miseducated you, the reason why they make you have inferior schools, the reason why they tanked your books, the reason why they made it illegal for you to read and write in the first place, beloved, this was because they never wanted you to know who you were. Because when you know who you are, God today, when you know who the God is, just by you knowing who you are, you will automatically identify who the opposite of God is. And when you know your identity, and when you know that this is whose planet? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing, family. I said, whose planet? I'm asking a question. Whose planet is this? Y'all ain't really ready for me to go deep metaphysical on you today. I'm just going to tell you just a little bit about who you are. Whose planet is this? You will understand who the opposer is, who that 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 man is that's causing all kind of hell on our planet. And when you know who you are, Jason Bourne, you will know best how to use your power. God today. And those, what did Jason Bourne end up doing? Please listen to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Somebody just said fire, fire. Listen, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen. What did Jason Bourne do when he learned about who he really was? The more, remember, it took him a long time. He had to learn, put bits and pieces together. But the more Jason Bourne learned about himself, Jason Bourne was running for his life because he was a target. But once Jason knew what he was capable of doing, when Jason started to learn about who he was, what did Jason start to do? The one that targeted Jason, the one that tried to kill Jason, Jason started going after him. You stop running, Black family. You stop being a coward. You stop being only a chitlin and cotton Negro. You stop being a Jim Crow and an Aunt Jemima and the help when you know who you are. You stop running for your life, Jason. You stop being scared. You say, oh my God, I'm bad, baby. I got gifts and capacities. This is my planet. The very ones that was trying to target me and come after me, I'm not running from them anymore. I'm going to find you. I'm speaking metaphorically, family. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. I want you to listen to the rest of this little video, and we're getting ready to shift. We're getting ready to shift.
Please down. We got a couple. We got to save a couple, but we'll give you a couple. We appreciate you guys, we really do.
Can we go this way? Can we walk this way? I'm sure they have a lot of bottles of water.
Nice truck, guys. You're going to have to get out of there. You're in the last warning. You're going to have to move south. We're going to get off this block. This is the last warning. You run this first.
All right.
So now, please, thank you.
And thanks for attention to us, man.
In case you didn't know what you were listening to, when I was talking about Jason Bourne's slowness, I'm using an analogy. When you're in a system of white supremacy and Black folk, we're still in America, which means that we're still on enemy lines. Sometimes we use analogies that many of you are familiar with. We use things that your mind can understand and are familiar with to make a higher point. Slowness. It's the principle of the Jason Bourne, not you being white. You got to know, in a system of white supremacy where we're still behind enemy lines, you got to understand how you need to behave yourself. Wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. Until we're able to dominate and take over, you got to understand how to eat the meat and spit out the bones. By the way, family, I'm doing my weekly mastermind tonight at clubvicki.com. You can still join for $1, clubvicki.com. But this Saturday, flynubianmastermind.com, flynubianmastermind.com, I'm getting ready to conduct a course in angels. It's going to be 2 hours. Shout out to you, Kimberly, for your gift. Thank you, Vicki. We need to keep us informed. We need you to keep us informed. It's my privilege, Kimberly. Watch. If you're someone that's wants a life of more power and purpose, baby, you don't want to miss this 2-hour course in angels. Why is that important, especially for such a time as this? I want to share what I was given, a divine download I want to share with you because it's going to assist the elite in this war against us. If that's you, and it's a very reasonable, totally affordable rate, please go to flynubianmastermind.com, flynubianmastermind.com. That's one thing that you can do if you just want to attend the angel 2-hour angel course for Saturday at 2, this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Go to flynubianmastermind.com. But if you sign up for my weekly mastermind, the entry for the weekly mastermind for the first 30 days is $1. If you sign up for that at clubvicki.com, you actually get automatic access into my 2-hour angel course That's clubvicki.com, clubvicki.com to join my weekly mastermind for $1. And if you want to not join the weekly mastermind, which is totally fine, and just do the 2-hour angel course on Saturday at 2 p.m., go to flynubianmastermind.com, flynubianmastermind.com. Now watch this. The last video that you just heard is a cell phone video shows Kenosha, Wisconsin police officers in a military vehicle telling armed white militia members they, quote, appreciate them being there and giving them bottled water, while in the background, cops can be heard ordering protesters to disperse. I want you to keep all of those things in your mind. I showed you a couple of different videos, right? 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 The latest, watch this, the latest. I'm reading to you now from Chicago Tribune, a news article that just came out. This news article that came out today from Chicago Tribune. How many of you all have heard about Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old from Antioch, Illinois, who was arrested just now on murder charges, recently on murder charges, Wednesday, of course, that's today, following overnight shootings in Kenosha that killed 2 people and wounded 1 during violent demonstrations over the police shooting of Jacob Blake, according to court records. How many of you all heard that took place, right? This white supremacist, Kyle Rittenhouse, who a lot of your white mainstream media outlets earlier today was not even saying his name. Look at the title. Look at the headline from Chicago Tribune. Look at this headline from Chicago Tribune. While you're watching this, family, the rest of you, please keep giving us thumbs up, liking, and sharing. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button, would you? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Do you all see that? Listen. Let me show you how your white media does warfare. Haven't you guys heard the label before? A war of words. Listen to what they said. The Chicago Tribune, in describing this race soldier, this killer, they said Kyle Rittenhouse, 17-year-old from Antioch, Illinois, is arrested in connection with fatal shootings during Kenosha protests, right? Vicki, what's the big deal about them saying 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse? What's the big deal, Vicki, of them saying 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse? Look at this. Look at these headlines. I don't know if you can see this. Look at these headlines from your white media outlet. Let me turn it back so I can see it. Your white media outlet, right? Going through these headlines, right? If you go through these headlines and even up and down, I want you to listen to what they say. Milwaukee Journal Sentinel says, under Wisconsin open carry laws, 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse was legally allowed to have a firearm. Washington Post, 17-year-old charged with homicide after shooting during Kenosha protest. CBS News, Kyle Rittenhouse, teen accused of shooting Kenosha protesters arrested in Illinois. The Guardian, teen charged in killings of Black Lives Matter protesters considered himself a militia member. CBS Chicago 2, Kenosha shooting, 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse arrested in connection with the shooting that left 2 dead. Al Jazeera, teenager Kyle Rittenhouse arrested, charged with shooting. Forbes, what we know about Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old charged in the Kenosha shootings. The Telegraph, Kenosha unrest, Kyle Rittenhouse, 17, charged with murder after killed during Wisconsin protests. Vicki, why are you emphasizing all of these different white mainstream media outlets? Why are you emphasizing the fact that they put his speech in there, they're emphasizing, they're trying to make him look like a cuddly little kitten. Black family, this is white media trying to paint him as innocent, as a child. You know why? Because America has been so exposed on so many levels. America around the world is being exposed as something whose behavior is real suspect. Other people are saying America's behavior is savage. Folks around the world are saying this is inhumane treatment. Folks around the world are saying, oh, something is wrong with them. And while America is hiring their white scholars and scientists to study us, my question has always been, as many of you who know me well enough know, I've been asking a question a long time. Why aren't they saying what's wrong with them? Why is it that Rachel Maddow isn't calling for that kind of a study to be conducted? Why isn't your government putting money and grants to study the McDaniels who preyed upon Ahmaud Arbery? To study the Kentucky race soldiers who, like beasts, riddled her body with at least 8 bullets in the dead of night? Something is off. And because this keeps happening over and over and over again for hundreds and hundreds of years, watch this, and America cannot say that we have truly overcome. How many of you all know that the first thing that you look at when you're looking to authenticate something or to verify the veracity of something is you look at what? A pattern. You see if a pattern has formed. Well, we got, ladies and gentlemen, depending on what calendar you use, the most accurate calendar is a 6,000-year calendar. But it's been most intense for the almost 500 years. So the question becomes, what do you say about an individual, about a people? That goes about the earth behaving in such a way, and they haven't stopped for 500 years. We don't even have to call them a name, right? We don't even have to call them some animal or some other epithet, right? All we have to say is, you know what? I don't really care if you really are officially something other than human or not. I just know that if you act like it, I'm about to get all the way away from you. I'm not looking to be going to church or the mosque with you. I'm not looking to work for your organizations. I'm not trying to become a CEO or COO or any of that other stuff with you. Baby, I'm not looking forward to doing none of that. Why? Black family. Black family. Your ancestors in the book of Revelation told you by and through our brother John the Revelator. Did they not? Our ancestors gave us a very keen and sagacious warning. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I welcome to our trolls. For those that's not getting blocked, I just want you to all know the manifestation of all of these trolls proves that I got the God in me. God today, what do you mean, Vicki? Well, it's written about the Jesus and those that behave like the Jesus and that manifest like the Jesus, the Christ. When he went on the scene, there were The Bible talks about demons that cried out when he would come on the scene, just for no reason would be crying out and just acting like they was out of their mind. It was a sign. God, today, there was a divine power that's at work. So baby, it's just confirmation. Ain't gonna stop nothing. We'll cast it out in about a minute. We're about to cast it out with a block button in about 5 minutes. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing, family. Don't forget, FlyNubianMastermind.com for my upcoming Saturday 2-hour angel course is going to change your life. If you're looking for a life of more power and purpose, FlyNubianMastermind.com, FlyNubianMastermind.com. Somebody talk black to me. This is the fellow that they're trying to make out innocent. Look at that military grade weapon he's holding in his hand. Look at him, y'all. Look at Kyle. Look at Kyle, family. Look at Kyle Rittenhouse. Don't forget, the media on purpose, they're trying to find the pictures of him that make him look real cute and cuddly. Let me tell you about this real cute and cuddly Kyle. That real cute and cuddly Kyle, I'm going to say it. That real cute, cuddly Kyle, I look forward to the death sentence. That's the order of my court. Somebody talk black to me. In war, black family. I tweeted this. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Let me tell you something. On Twitter, I tweeted this earlier. You see, white media is trying to make it look like, oh, it was just a kid. America knows something's wrong with her sick history. She does not want us to expose 2 Thessalonians. What did I say? It says what? The man of lawlessness must be revealed. If the man of lawlessness is being revealed, it means that the man of lawlessness is masquerading as something that they're not. So the reason why America is trying to make him look cute and cuddly, and the reason why your mainstream outlets are emphasizing that he was 17 and that he's a teenager, is because they want to continue to masquerade that they're not that bad. We're just like you. And that's the reason why they instigate black murder, because they want it to appear that we're just like them. Don't get me wrong. I know some of our people are doing little devilish stuff like that, because when you are in a system of white supremacy, you started to take, some of you, when you were in those environments long enough, you start to take on the characteristic of your open enemy. But the nature of black people is righteous. I said the nature of our people are righteous, but we've been made other than ourselves. The reason why they instigate, the reason why they flood our communities with drugs, the reason why they remove jobs, the reason why they start little stuff in between to make it look like it's black folks doing this kind of stuff organically when they are themselves instigating stuff, is because they don't want to look so bad. But we're not letting you get away with it. I don't care. I tweeted this earlier today. In war, y'all know the same. The reason why I give the feminists this work too. When I talk about in war, they love to say, don't attack a black woman when you're sitting up there supporting a white supremacist. I told you, don't you bring up no gender, don't matter in war. What I tweeted earlier today about this little cuddly 17-year-old teenager that they keep emphasizing, I told the family on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki, that in war, we don't consider the age of our enemy. Age don't come up. We just say it's the enemy. It's the opposition. It's a white supremacist. In war, baby, when you are dealing with an enemy, you don't need to bring in age. To be honest, you don't even hardly need to bring in color a lot of times. You are identified by your function. And while we're talking about age, if we're going to talk about age, the question becomes, once again, this Kyle Rittenhouse. And don't let the media get away with this. That little, with that 17-year-old, I'm looking forward to that 17-year-old getting the death penalty. Kyle right here. Who took Kyle to the park? Who took Kyle to Disneyland? Who made Kyle's turkey sandwiches and stuff? Who did it? Again, it's an epidemic coming up out of y'all's community, white folk. Y'all got an epidemic of terrorists, of sexual deviance, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's not a one-off. It's not an aberration. It's a pattern with y'all. How do you all keep the phenomenon going in your community? Something's going on over there. Who took this one right here to PTA and stuff? Who taught this one to play catch? How does this keep happening in y'all's community? We about need a study. How many times have I told you guys that before on the Vicki Show? These little nosy Karens. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Don't forget to text the word Queens to 31996. Text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, hit that thumbs up button. And make sure if you're watching us on one of our other platforms or one of our other affiliate channels where my show is replayed, make sure that you like, that you share, that you subscribe, and that you follow on the count of three. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Like and share and hit that notification and subscribe button, okay? Where did Kyle get that mindset from? I thought y'all said that the youth from white people, that the white people's children are changing, that they not like their mamas and their daddies. What did the lady in the help say? I think Minnie said this in the help. What did Minnie say in the help? Because remember in the movie The Help, they play maids and stuff, domestic workers. Remember one of them was going off about how wicked their white female bosses were. She said that we raise the children and they grow up to be just like their mamas. Y'all sitting here going about bragging about how far America's come, but you got little cows popping up everywhere. Dylan Roofs popping up everywhere. And too many other white supremacists popping up everywhere. I want you to pay attention to what Kyle has in his hand. What does Kyle have in his hand, family? That's not no little play toy gun that 12-year-old Tamir Rice had in his hand when he was mowed down by another white race soldier. Now you understand when I taught you and I showed you and I gave you the evidence that your U.S. State Department's counterterrorism division, the Counterterrorism Bureau. What did I tell you? They're studying not just black men. Who else did I tell you they're studying? Black boys. Somebody said that he has an AR-15. Watch this. That weapon, that very dangerous military-grade weapon that he has in his hand is about as big as him. Is that right, family? What did the great doctor, warrior scholar, physician, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, the psychiatrist, tell us, black family? Do you know? Are you familiar? Y'all know I quote her often with her book, The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Colors. Are you familiar also with her piece that she did, powerful essay treatise that she did about the Cress theory? Either of those documents, of course, she elaborates on her theory, the Cress theory, in her book, The ISIS Papers. How many of you all are familiar? What did Dr. Francis Cress Welsing say? She's passed a couple of years or so ago. Actually, she died on my birthday, January 2nd. What did Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, what did she tell us about these individuals? Not only did she teach us that they are fearful of white genetic annihilation, either consciously or subconsciously, what else did she tell us about what Kyle has in his hand? What did she tell us about the weapon that Kyle has in his hand? That's right, Mario Hill. What did the gorgeous black scholar warrior tell us? May I quote Dr. Frances Cress Welsing? This is a place for intelligent black people. We're trying to let you all know, baby, this is something that's on a spiritual level. This is something that's on a psychological level. I'm trying to show you the extraordinary brilliance of black minds when we're able to keenly see who we're dealing with appropriately. How did she know accurately so far in advance? That's right, Dual. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. I'm getting ready to read you a quote. Again, that's from her book, The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Colors. And also, she has a classic piece that she did on her crest theory. So look into both of those. Listen to a quote of what our sister said on page 104. That was under titles Guns as Symbols. And then I'm going to read you a quote from page 151. Are y'all listening? Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, family. By the way, follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's right, Amina. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's my sister, Amina. Vicki X Dillard. Vicki X Dillard. Watch this. She says first on page 104, Guns as Symbols. Once we become aware, this is quote. Watch. I had to take a sip of my tea, y'all. By the way, family, you can get your mug, your Fly Nubian Queen mug, and so many other things at shopfnq.com. You can get a shirt that says Talk Black to Me. You can get book bags and all kinds of other apparel at shopfnq.com. Somebody please put it in the chat. Listen, I'm quoting her here. She says, once we become aware of the deep humiliation that is apparently felt by whites because of their skin paleness and because of their genetic vulnerability, when compared to non-whites, it is possible to understand the historically degraded status of sex in the white supremacy system culture. Now, this is from an intelligent black woman, a doctor, a physician. Listen to what she goes on to say on page 151. She says, quote, the gun as a symbol in the white supremacy system culture cannot be banned. You see how white folks act whenever they talk about regulating their guns? Listen to what she said many decades ago. She said it cannot be banned because it is the symbolic phallus substitute for the white male. This is after she researched, and this is after she had them as clients. She ain't guessing. Surely you all know what the phallus is. That's the man's manhood, right? It's an extension of their manhood. Watch what she says. She's talking about the white man, though. She says the white man's penis and testicles genetically cannot annihilate black and other non-white males, but his gun can. The link is in the chat. The ISIS Papers, where you can get it, where you can purchase it. Shout out to our moderators that have those links in the chat. Also, family, throughout the rest of the show, you'll be able to see it. You'll see important links in the chat that you can use as references later. Links to resources for you, links to upcoming things that's going on, links to things that I refer to so that you can study and you can verify stuff that I say. Somebody talk black to me. Did you all hear that? Listen, she said it long ago. before you all knew who Dylann Roof was, before these white men started to storm on the capitals because they were mad about wearing a mask for corona. She says, and I'm quoting her, "The white male's penis and testicles genetically cannot annihilate black and other white males, but his gun can. Therefore, to ban the gun for the white male is to castrate him symbolically, to remove his defense mechanism for the ever-present threat of white genetic annihilation." How deep, keen, and incisive. So for those of you that are sitting there trying to logically deal with the people that's moving by a mindset that some of them aren't even consciously aware that they're doing it. Because remember, she's a psychiatrist. She said that some are doing it consciously, some know it. But then she said some are doing it subconsciously without consciously being aware of why they're doing what they do. In such instances, Black family, when you are dealing with someone that's operating from a mindset that's not logical, but that has to do with their very survival in their own psyche and subconscious, you will forever be a prey for their predatory nature. So the solution to a predator is not to say, let me run up and if you're dealing with a wolf or something, if you're dealing with the outside animal that lives in caves and stuff, your goal is not to say, I want to go live in a cave with a predator that might eat me. No, Black family, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and think again. And that is the issue of the day. This is very important. And her revelation of that is in connection to what 2 Thessalonians talks about, right? The one that's going about masquerading as something that they are not. It's way deeper than that. I told you, sign up to my personal YouTube channel at VickiDillard.tv. Subscribe to my personal YouTube channel at VickiDillard.tv. What did I tell you? I told you come September, I'm going to be doing back-to-back series of the 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 man. And I'm still going to follow the rules and regulations there, but I'm going to go further in my commentary at VickiDillard.tv, my personal YouTube channel. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Now, let me say something to you because I've got to get ready to prepare and give myself enough time to do some medical stuff before my mastermind today. Again, if you want to join our mastermind that I'm getting ready to do at 9 p.m. Eastern today, where you have direct access to me in my exclusive VIP mastermind session where I'm going to be dropping today. Oh, it's going to be good. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to talk about. Today, we're going to be discussing the spiritual force field of David. We talked about briefly the spiritual force field about Joseph, which was very powerful Wednesday. But I'm going to talk about the spiritual force field of David. It's very important because when we see and we examine the lives of these greats and what made them successful, you can extract principles to live by so that you can experience success in your own. Again, that's clubvicki.com. You can join right now for $1. Saturday, I'm doing the 2-hour course on angels. You can, if you want to do just the course on angels, go to flynubianmastermind.com. Flynubianmastermind.com is just for my 2-hour angel course that I'm doing Saturday at 2 p.m. That's this Saturday. But if you join my mastermind class, those that are part of my mastermind class, they're so blessed because my mastermind class folk, they're going to automatically get in free. So we're still doing a special to join my weekly mastermind for $1. Okay. Now give me just a moment before I get ready to go. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I know I told you I'm getting ready to go, but give me one more minute, okay? Can you give me a couple more minutes? Again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. I want to remind you of something. That our brother, excuse me, Jacob Blake's mother said to us yesterday during the press conference. Again, family, we're not here to disrespect the family, but we understand that the family, they're not the only ones grieving. We understand that we, the extended family, we also have something to say. And that when Black folks are being murdered in America, it's a threat to every other Black folk person in America. And so because we're at war, some of our people are slow to understand that. And they don't understand how their actions and their words and their behaviors are signaling Black weakness to our open enemy. They don't even understand how dangerous and deadly some of what they're saying. No disrespect to the mother. We would never do that, family. I don't want to say anything crazy about her, but I have to point out principal things that are a problem. She apparently was on Don Lemon's show on CNN. Said something to the effect of she has the utmost respect for Donald Trump and other American factions. I played you a clip yesterday of her saying that she's calling for peace. Is that right, family? Y'all remember that? I'm sorry, but I feel like that's very dangerous. I do. I feel like, bless her heart, Miss Julia Jackson is her name. Watch this. I want you to get ready. I want you to listen to something here in just a quick second, then I'll go. Don't go anywhere yet. Just give me a couple more minutes. I know I said I was getting ready to go. Give me a couple more minutes, family. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. This is very important. So, you heard me talk about the fact. That's right, beloved. An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. That's exactly right. And that's what makes it so dangerous. I'm reading to you. I'm going to put it in the chat so you all can study it yourself, because you know Vicki don't lie about stuff. I want you to hear it for yourself, because you think, but did she say that? What? Here's a link. I'm going to try to put it in the chat. Keep liking and sharing, family, while I'm putting this in the chat. Do you all see? Is it coming up? Is it coming up, family? Do you all see the link in the chat? I hope you can see it. I'm putting it in there 3 times the link, so maybe somebody can copy it if it's possible. It may not be, because this is, I'm just throwing it in here because I wanted you all to hear something of what she said. Here's one. This is just one article that covers it. Okay, y'all see it. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Listen. Watch this. She was on with her attorney, Attorney Crump. This is a picture of them on the news from CNN. Julia Jackson, it says, I'm reading to you from The Independent. The link is in the chat. Y'all know I always have receipts. The mother of Wisconsin man, Jacob Blake, who was shot several times by police on Sunday, says she has the, quote, utmost respect for President Donald Trump, and she apologized for missing his call. Quote, and then also for President Trump, I'm sorry I missed your call, Miss Jackson told CNN in a press conference on Tuesday. Because had I not missed your call, maybe the comments you had made would have been different. I'm not mad at you at all. I have the utmost respect for you as the leader of our country. I want to send a message to the media today. I want to send a a message to the world today. That, bless her beautiful heart, Miss Julia Jackson, does not speak for the black masses, baby. In the same way they tried to get Nick Cannon to apologize, Nick might have apologized. The 2 or 3 other little bootlicks might have apologized, but none of that's working for the black masses. It's not working for the black grassroots because we've recognized and we're identifying the one that's going about masquerading. It doesn't matter if you prop her up to try to influence us. Power in this season is coming from the ground up, baby, and you can't run that small town stuff on us. Yeah, she, unfortunately, I read you a quote and you got just one of the links and several others. Please look at it later when you get a chance. She doesn't speak for us. I told you that in war, your open enemy pounces on black vulnerability. They're using her during a time where she is concerned about her son's survival. She's traumatized and they're using her. But thank God for some of us that's on the front line that say, lady, we love you, but you're going to have to hush. We appreciate what you're going through, but you don't speak for us. We say we appreciate what you're going through, so we're going to need you to close your mouth, Miss Julia, because we don't need you to put the rest of us in danger, man. We're going to need you to close your mouth in war. How many of you all know that sometimes when you're at war and somebody gets shot, and let's say that person survives, the one that got shot, they better not cry out loud because you don't want the enemy to hear them. So the one that's hurting, you got to cover their mouths so that they don't expose and put everybody else at risk. This is our way of respectfully telling Miss Julia to shut up. Speak for yourself, Miss Lady. What she says, it don't speak for the black community. We're speaking for ourselves in this season. And there are some of us that resists, and we reject all forms of cowardice and weakness. When you're at war, don't you come here talking to me about no disrespect. It's disrespectful to say and do what they're doing. That's what's disrespectful. In war, if you know that somebody got popped and you know that the enemy is still prowling around, that person, you want them to close their mouth because you don't want to put everybody else at risk. We say it with all this due respect. I do. God knows I do. She told us that she wants us to be peaceful. The first thing your black media, your white media outlets did today, this morning, was they started quoting her, calling for peace. She doesn't run us, baby. This is bigger than her. I said she does not run us. Miss Julia Jackson ain't running the black collective, baby. She doesn't have that power. I'm shifting power as I speak into all of these spaces and places, baby. We are reorienting stuff. We say to folk like that, as you were. We're not taking orders from her, baby. Orders is coming from a new person. It's coming from a new group, baby. From a different direction. Somebody say, with all due respect, I do not want us to call this woman out of her name, family. I don't want to do none of that, but I got to speak with power because black lives are literally on the line. She ain't running nothing. She don't speak for us. She ain't influencing nothing. We just want to encourage them to just be quiet on that. Talk about your son, talk about that kind of stuff. But in terms of the collective, some of you all like to say, oh, she has the right. Watch this. Some of you say she has the right to say what's on her mind. She's earned the right because her son was hurt. Let me tell you something. If she's earned the right to speak on her son, which she does, what she can't do is tell us what to do. Remember, she was the one to tell us what we can't do in the streets. She was the one talking to the black collective, telling us what to do and what not to do. You don't have that authority, mama. You don't have that authority, mama. If you all are going to say she has the right to speak, yes, she has the right to speak. She's a mother. She's been traumatized. Her son was a target. Speak on that. But mama can't talk to us. Mama ain't going to give us no direction. Sorry, mama. Because we love Miss Julia, we're asking her to just, when it comes to us, don't speak on us, baby. That's all we're saying. When it comes to mama, If you're going to say she has the right to speak because of her son, yes. But what she doesn't have to do, what she doesn't have the right to do, and what she keeps doing, she keeps talking to us. Baby, you don't have authority over here. We love you. Somebody say, oh, we love her. Say, mama, we love you. Y'all, please put it in the chat. Y'all put in the chat. We love you, Miss Julia. Now, hush. Can y'all put a heart emoji for Miss Julia and then put a hush emoji? We respectful over here. We love you, Miss Julia. Now, when it comes to us, speak on your baby. But ma'am, please get off of the microphone addressing the Black collective, because that's what she's doing. So those of you that are saying she's a mother and she gets to speak, you're right. But Vicki just busted up that. Didn't I bust it up? Didn't the lady with the curly braids? Didn't I just bust that up? Didn't I just say, well, you can't talk to the collective then, baby. You can't direct the collective, baby. That's not your lane. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it classy. I'm gonna keep it respectful. But mother, we love you. Now, please, just shh. We got this. Tell mama we love her. Tell mama we not ratchet over here on the Vicki show. But tell mama we at war and you can't put all the rest of us in danger. So please. And finally, how many of y'all remember what the mother said? How many of y'all remember what the mother said? Miss Julia Jackson. I'm gonna show you how much respect that I have for her, and I mean this with all of my heart. Because we're not disrespectful on the Vicki show. We just call a spade a spade. We say what we say out of respect, but we're serious about what we do. We don't have to call her 4-letter words in the epithet, right, family? We just want you to, we love you, mama, but hush, please. You can't address the Black collective. Remember, she's addressing the Black collective. That's the problem. When you go talking to us, we got something to say. Watch this. Y'all remember what Miss Julia said yesterday? She didn't specifically use the word forgiveness, but she called for, what did she call for, family? Do y'all remember? Do you all remember? I played you a little bit of it. This is under the Copyright Act of 1976. Listen. Listen.
My son has been fighting for his life. Just need prayers. As I was riding through here,
did you hear what she said?
City.
What did mama ask for?
Just need has been fighting for his life. And we really just need prayers.
Some of you all are mad that she asking for prayer. I don't mind her asking for prayer. In fact, I'm going to ask that we show respect to her, show her how much we respect her. I want us to show Miss Julia Jackson how much we respect her so much, because she said what we need is prayer. I know y'all, some of y'all mad that she's asking for prayer. I understand. But I think this case is different. Y'all know I would normally, because y'all know I'm a woman of prayer. I'm a deeply spiritual woman. But my prayer, I believe in praying and becoming a prayer. My prayer becomes hands and feet. My prayers become action. Somebody talk Black to me. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I think we should show deep respect for the mother right now as I get ready to end the show. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Y'all don't laugh at her. Don't laugh at her. I think we need to oblige her in this case. She said that she thinks we need to pray. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. I gotta go. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Don't forget, I got my mastermind tonight, clubvicki.com, clubvicki.com. You can join for $1 and also get automatic access into my amazing 2-hour course on angels this Saturday at 2 p.m., clubvicki.com. If you want to just do the 2-hour angel course, go to flynubianmastermind.com. Again, just to do the 2-hour angel course, it's going to change your life. flynubianmastermind.com. Please put that in the chat, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki S. Dillard. I'm done after this, for real. Watch this. Family, finally, one more time, let's show respect. What did she say?
Or my family.
Let's show respect.
My son
Listen.
has been fighting for his life. And we really just need prayers.
So we want to oblige her prayer requests, family. I mean this. So can I get you all to put some prayer emojis in the chat for me real quick? And we're going to go out on prayer. We're going to oblige Miss Julia Jackson's request. Vicki, what? Vicki, that's not her being the help and the ancient mima. That's not them being a bootlick, family. We're going to respect her request. Please, family, let us pray. Would you bow your heads if you can? I'm so serious. Y'all play with me if you want to. I'm so serious right now. Would you bow your head? Let's lift up a prayer. Let's unleash a prayer around the world to honor the request of Jacob Blake Jr.'s mother, Miss Julia Jackson. I see the prayer emojis in the chat. Are y'all ready to pray? Let us pray, family. I decided, family, not to use my own words. This is not Vicki's prayer. Vicki's going to the scriptures for a prayer. Psalm 35. I'm going to pray a Davidic prayer. I'm going to pray a prayer from the Psalms. Are y'all ready? Let's pray. It is written, God, in Psalm 35 of David, verse 1, this prayer. Contend, Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take up shield and armor. Arise and come to my aid. Brandish spear and javelin against those who pursue me. Say to me, I am your salvation. Make those who seek my life be disgraced and put to shame. May those who plot my ruin be turned back in dismay. Let us pray, y'all. Where's the prayer warriors? Where the prayer warriors? Where the prayer warriors at? Are y'all hearing me today? We're praying according to Psalm 35, answering the mother's request. May those who seek my life be disgraced and put to shame. May those who plot my ruin be turned back in dismay. May they be like chaff before the wind, with the angel of the Lord driving them away. May their path be dark and slippery, with the angel of the Lord pursuing them. Since they hid their net for me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me, may ruin overtake them by surprise. May the net they hid entangle them. May they fall into the pit to their ruin. Then my soul will rejoice in the Lord and delight in his salvation. My whole being will exclaim, who is like the Lord, who rescued the poor, those too strong for them, the poor and needy from those who rob them. Let us pray. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Ashe. I love you, family. Tomorrow I'm going early because I have another event, another important Zoom meeting after. So I'll be going on a little early tomorrow, God willing. FlyNewBeQueenTV.com. I'm not sure the exact time, but it will very likely be probably around 2 p.m. Eastern. It'll probably around 2 p.m. Eastern, thereabout. So the Vicki Show may be going early tomorrow. Love you to pieces. Somebody say, let us pray. That's the kind of prayer we do. We believe in that kind of prayer. Love y'all.